Network for the strong, not the weak.
Greetings, brothers and sisters, family and friends. I'm your minister of wellness, Nathaniel Jordan. I pray all is well with you all listening to this video. I actually have some great news. This is a good news video, a praise report. One of the largest pork processing facilities in the U.S. is closing until further notice. One of you all sent me this great news. All praises to the Most High. Hallelujah. Good. Shut them down. Pork is not food for human beings. Just like if I come in your yard and shoot your dog and throw it on a barbecue grill, I go to prison for 20 years, no matter how starving I am. Well, it's the same thing with the pig and the largest pork, one of the largest. They are closing until further notice. Sunday, April the 5th, thousands were inspired by the health message I, the minister of wellness, Nathaniel Jordan, delivered concerning the uncensored truth about the coronavirus pandemic. However, due to the overwhelming demand and new critical information that is developing literally every hour of the day, an encore presentation is required. Therefore, Sunday, April 26, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, an updated, much more detailed lecture will be delivered. I cannot make this a public viewing on social media, so I must have your email to receive the private link to attend this free online live stream event. Go to theministerofwellness.com and click upcoming events. That's theministerofwellness.com, upcoming events, to register your email as soon as possible. It's high time for a health revolution. And by the way, brothers and sisters, if you registered for the first April 5th event, please don't send your email again. We're trying to eradicate that. I hate things have to happen, but it's for the better. It's for the better. You know, we suffer the consequences of our actions. We're not supposed to have plants producing unclean animals as food. That's evil. You're profiting from evil. So I apologize that it has to be you. But let me tell you something. I'm glad that you got shut down, and I hope you never reopen. I do. I pray to the Most High of the Holy Scriptures that you never reopen, and that your eyes are awakened and find a way to make money righteously, because that's always the goal in life, brothers and sisters. You want to earn a living by helping people, not by destroying lives. The closure of this facility, combined with a growing list of other protein plants. I love how they do that. You see how they do word plays on that. They brainwash the masses into associating protein with animal flesh. That have shuttered across our industry is pushing our country perilously close to the edge in terms of our meat supply. Protein comes from plants. That's where it comes from. It comes from plants, not man-made plants, plants that grow from the earth. That's where it comes from the sun to the air to the plants. When you eat meat, you're eating recycled protein at best. The meat processor chief executive Keith Sullivan said in a statement Sunday, well, you're just going to have to find a better job to do, my man. I don't feel sorry for you. It is impossible to keep our grocery stores stocked if our plants are not running, he said. Good. These facility closures will also have severe, perhaps disastrous repercussions for many in the supply chain. Good. This is great news. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem said during a Saturday news briefing that Smithfield employees accounted for more than half of the active coronavirus cases in the state. I wonder why. Again, we already know the coronavirus is deadly too. We already know why it's deadly. We already know why. We can ignore the truth. We can keep ignoring the truth, but truth crushed the earth. Let me tell you something. It shall rise again. It will. You can't keep it concealed. It will come forth. About 240 employees are sick, she said, out of roughly 430 active cases in the state. Because of that, she and the mayor of Sioux Falls recommend that Smithfield suspend operations for at least 2 weeks. The problem extends beyond South Dakota. Meat processors in Iowa and Pennsylvania have also shut their doors because of sick employees. There's even worse infections that have come from pigs. Even worse infection. Again, the coronavirus is not new per se. There's thousands of strains of coronavirus. There are infections that have come from unclean animals for hundreds of years. It's not new. And this is not the most deadly either. Smithfield will maintain some activity in the plant on Tuesday to process its inventory, the company says, as it prepares to fully shut down, adding that it will compensate employees for the next 2 weeks. Again, the goal in life is that you earn a living righteously. And pork plants that come from pigs, eating the dead body parts of other animals, feces, rotten candy, sex hormones, that's wicked. It's wicked, and the blessing of the Most High is never going to be on something like that. The time is up for America. It's too evil. Either change or die. So there has to be a change. Of course, my prayer is always that you come to the knowledge of the truth and you all find a better position, something better to do with your lives than destroying people's health. That's why this COVID-19 has swept across and terrorized this nation, because we're too fat and sick. In South Korea, it only affects people mainly over 80 because they're much healthier than us. Over here, you have people in their 20s and 30s and younger dying from the coronavirus because we're too fat and sick, and our food addiction refuses to address the root cause. That's some good news, brothers and sisters. Whenever one of the largest pork man, he said that the whole industry is suffering. That is some good news for me. And I hope it's some good news for you, because we need it. We need it. Shut them down. Shut them down. I want to issue a special thanks to the few who donated towards the $1,000 fundraiser for the April 5th free live stream event on the uncensored truth about the coronavirus pandemic. Because of your love and support, we reached 8,000 from around the world, and over 1,000 attended the live stream. Brothers and sisters, overwhelming demand and new critical information has made it necessary for an April 26 encore presentation, and I need your help once again. God has put it on my heart to request every single person who has been blessed by the sound of my voice to give as little as $10 towards the promotion of this critical life-saving event which blessed your life. I am 100% faithful that the Lord will touch at least 1,000 of those whom he has blessed me to bless to give $10 so we can reach 100,000 or more souls and have over 10,000 in attendance for this free event that you know the world needs to hear. I thank you in advance to all who will answer the call, and I promise you the Most High will richly bless you for helping me to save lives. Please send your $10 or more donation to Cash App $Minister of Wellness. Cash App $Minister of Wellness. All other ways to send your $10 towards helping me promote this life-saving event can be found in the description box and pinned comment section of all of my videos. And brothers and sisters, the ad is off right now, so I haven't reached even close to the goal of having 1,000 of you all who have been blessed by the message to give. So I sincerely pray and thank you in advance for answering the call. Please give so I can turn back on the advertisement so we can reach as many as possible for this critical message, the updated and revised message, April 26. Lose 100 pounds in 100 days book will be in. So go ahead and place your order, even though it's still listed on back order. It has been shipped out. So go ahead and put your order in so you can get your book this week. Don't procrastinate. It's my #1 bestseller. Remember, comorbidities is what makes the coronavirus deadly. That's why it's a hoax, because if you help people eat to live, you could kiss the coronavirus goodbye, especially when we have all these plants producing the very thing causing these infections shutting down. Get that fat off of you as quickly as possible. Lose 100 pounds in 100 days. High blood pressure, heart disease puts you at high risk from death from coronavirus, along with diabetes, cancer, asthma, and any other comorbidities. I have books for all of those conditions. I have DVDs and, of course, the herbal extracts. Even if they're on back order, brothers and sisters, I'm getting a constant supply in. Go ahead and put your order in. It will get shipped out. Don't worry about that. And then we also email you the tracking number now, and you can order as many as you need to protect yourself and your family. We're not out of the waters yet. The mandatory vaccine is being expedited. So just because they might open back up the economy May 1st, quote unquote, open it back up, trust me, when the fall season rolls around, this thing could come back with a vengeance, especially since you all know the root cause isn't going to be addressed. And then when that mandatory vaccine comes out, if you're demanded to sit there and have 100 different shots that are mandated for adults, you had better have a strong immune system. So you want to pump the herbs and the medicine foods of the Most High in you as much as you can before that time happens. And I'm honored to have everything that you need. And I will have everything that you need. TheMinisterOfWellness.com, TheMinisterOfWellness.com. If you need help with placing an order, simply call 888-847-8026 and so.
What's happening? Good evening, good afternoon, good night, depending on what part of the country you're listening in, or what time of the day you're listening to this. This is the End of the Bench podcast. I'm your man, HRap B. Thank you for tuning in as you do every Wednesday. Every Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow, too. I'll be online with you. But it's 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's Tuesday. You are listening to Built for This Network's own End of the Bench podcast, hosted by yours truly, as I stated. I'm coming to you live and direct. I'm going to give you what you need. It's sports talk at an elevated level. And the reason I call it an elevated level, as I did last week, I called out ESPN for repeating their content, pretending that they're talking about something new, and they're not. And I've taken on the challenge of having different content every week. It's not a lot going on in the world of sports, so it's not a whole lot to talk about. But I've challenged myself to be creative enough to come up with something different every week. And then we'll see what happens. At some point, sports will start again. We have a whole lot of conversation, but up until and including that moment,